Well, I'm Norm Mowery. I've been retired as a United Methodist minister for 11 years, and this is my 50th year of ministry. I feel totally blessed that even as a young child, I wanted to be a pastor. I was raised on a dairy farm, and my parents were very devout. And even at the age of 5, I was preaching sermons to the cows. And I'm just totally, it's the only career I ever wanted to do. And I've been doing it all my life. And I just feel very blessed that I've been in this position. Early in my life, I felt the call to ministry. I remember that at one time, I was wondering if I'd be good enough to be a pastor, and I was reading in Isaiah 61 that says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and God's glory has risen upon you." And I guess that's one verse that I would leave with all of the new young pastors. Just arise, shine, for your light has come. And I felt that call, and all through my college and seminary years, I was deeply involved in the church, and I believe in the church with a passion even to this day. I've had my ups and downs in ministry, but I remember at one point I was very down and wondering whether I would stay in the ministry. And I was preaching a series of sermons entitled, "God's Grace is All You Need." And I had to practice at that time. In fact, all of my career, I practiced my sermons to an empty church before I preached them to the congregation. So I would get up early on Sunday mornings and go to the church and preach the sermon. And this one Sunday morning, the last thing I wanted to do was to preach a sermon, but I went into the cold and dark church on a foggy Sunday morning, turned on the lights, and there in the chancel area, hanging above the altar, was a large mobile that one of the artistic women put up the night before just to surprise me. And on that mobile it said, "God's grace is all you need." And that's what I needed that day. And God's grace is all we need, I think, as pastors. I've had amazing clergy friends every appointment that I had. I just embraced various clergy friends and would share my journey of life with them. Remember at one point, I was needing some support, so I called clergy friends and said, "Let's go take a hike." And many times I found that kind of support. And key lay people were really important to me too. As far as advice to new young pastors coming in, I would say that don't give up hope that people can change, and also to connect with the milieu of the culture of the community where your church is, to be a part of the community. One quick story is that in one of the churches that I had, there was a homeless woman that was well known in the community for 20 years, and she would break into the churches and into businesses. And many times I found her in my church and she'd be very distraught. But then she died in a local park. And I thought that we need to have a funeral service for her. And so I put a little ad in the paper saying, we'll have a funeral service for a homeless woman. And 100 people came out, including the mayor of the town and the police chief and others. And see, there is hope, and we as a church can make a difference. And young pastors, I just think, just nurture your passion. Keep your passion for ministry. Keep your enthusiasm. Embrace your joy. Do self-care. And keep the main thing the main thing.